Who are you imitating and who is following you? Stick around because today we're diving into 1 Thessalonians chapter 1 and looking at what it means to be an example. Hey there, my name is WayneWrz, and on this channel we are walking the journey towards Jesus together. You can subscribe to join our community and get a new Bible study video every Tuesday. Today, let's talk about Iron Man for a minute. No, not the guy in the red suit who flies around, who I think works for Disney now, who saves New York and the world, but Cal Ripken Jr. Cal Ripken Jr. won the Iron Man title when he played in 2,632 consecutive baseball games over 16 years. Now, I don't know if I liked Cal Ripken Jr. or Tigers first, but today I'm going to give Cal the credit for orange being my favorite color. Why don't you comment below and tell me your favorite color? You see, Cal Ripken Jr. was my favorite baseball player. I used to watch a lot of baseball. And he played for the Baltimore Orioles, whose colors were orange and black. I wanted to be like Cal Ripken Jr. I collected his baseball cards, I knew his stats, and I watched his games when I could. When I played Little League, I played a couple positions, mainly catcher and shortstop, but Cal, I want you to know that shortstop was my favorite. And do you know who Cal Ripken Jr.'s father was? I'll give you a minute to Google it. That's right, his father was Cal Ripken Sr. And Cal Sr. was also a professional baseball player. Cal Ripken Jr. had somebody to imitate, and he was also an example for at least one kid who played baseball growing up. Let's look at 1 Thessalonians chapter 1, and we'll start in verse 6. You also became imitators of us and of the Lord, having received the word in much tribulation with the joy of the Holy Spirit, so that you became an example to all the believers in Macedonia and in Achaia. For the word of the Lord has sounded forth from you, not only in Macedonia and Achaia, but also in every place your faith toward God has gone forth, so that we have no need to say anything. For they themselves report about us what kind of a reception we had with you, and how you turned to God from idols to serve a living and true God. The people in the church of Thessalonica had become imitators of the Lord and of Paul and his companions. We must find godly people in our lives who we can look to for wisdom. If we know somebody who is walking the journey towards Jesus and is farther along than we are, why wouldn't we look to them as an example? Verse 7 then says that they became examples to people in Macedonia and Achaia. Now, if you don't know where those two places are, you can take a quick look at this map. Did you see it? The important thing from this verse is that they became examples. When we follow Christ and when we become more and more like Him, we are able to be examples and help others along the path. What was called Little League Baseball when I was a kid is now mostly known as Cal Ripken Baseball. Cal Ripken Jr. had an example of who he wanted to be and also became an example to younger generations. And finally, in verse 9, we read that they turned to God from idols to serve a living and true God. The people at the church in Thessalonica turned to God. They followed the example of godly men, and they became an example to those around them. Let me challenge you this week to live a life worth imitating. Let me leave you with this question that you can answer in the comments and discuss with a friend, a parent, or pastor. Do you think that we become like those who we admire? Thank you so much for checking out the video this week. If you liked it, you can hit that thumbs up button, you can share it with your friends, and you can subscribe to join our community. There are more questions for discussion in the comments below. See you later, alligator. You can subscribe. What can you do? Do you know who Cal Ripken Jr. fought? We'll see you later, alligator. Oh, no, sorry. There are